going on? How's everyone doing?
Shout out to Colin. Everybody else who's cool with Colin.
Chunky! I didn't say.
Eat your popcorn and your Coca-Cola and relax.
Anyway, tell Colin I'm ready.
What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? Happy Easter, part 2. Got a little premiere for you. You know, release in the morning, premiere in the afternoon. That's how I want to do it. Anyways, Judge Washington, got 2 hearings from Judge Washington. First guy, smooth talker, talks himself out of jail a few times. We'll see if he gets to talk, if he can, oh, words are hard. We'll see if he can talk himself out of jail this time. Second guy's kind of charming. He's a talker. He is a talker. All right. Before I hit that play button, you already know what to do. Hit the like and subscribe to your junk kick backflips. Let's go.
What we call the matter of the state of Michigan versus Deion Munson, 22-00743. Please place your appearances on the record again. Rachel made up for the people.
Assistant Public Defender Sandra White on behalf of Deion Munson.
Yes,
Please state your name again, Mr. Munson.
Deion Munson.
Thank you. All right. Ms. McDuffie, I believe that I left off with you having not having an opportunity to say what you needed to say. Is there anything you'd like to say on this matter?
Your Honor, Mr. Munson has been given more breaks than I think honestly are warranted. He wasn't even sentenced to probation at all back in October, and I recall being very shocked at the time, given all of his bond violations, his pending cases, and I think the lack of the substance abuse and mental health assessments that the court had ordered several months ago, and I don't even know if we ever did get that information. Everything relating to alcohol with him this entire time has been a complete denial, including not just the scram tether that we had a full hearing on the last time, which he apparently continues to maintain that he did not consume alcohol following that in the current violation, and including the open intox in the underlying case. I recall that we had to pass the case for him to review the report and the photo of that bottle of liquor with his attorney during the plea. So Mr. Munson has just absolutely denied basically ever touching alcohol, at least in terms of this case itself and how far back this goes. There is a level of, I don't even know what to call this, quite frankly, Mr. Munson was told that he could not be released from custody, and we never did get them, but he was allowed to go on home confinement, violated that a number of times, but was still allowed to be out. And, we're here today. And so now he's on probation, as I, figured we may end up here, and is continuing to violate that. I don't know the status of, I know that he, I think, was sentenced to probation on his other the bond violation regarding the ambulance case, and his drug case, I think, was bound over to circuit court. So I don't know where his other matters stand, but clearly Mr. Munson has a lot going on that I think he can even fully comprehend and appreciate. I know that I don't want to say talks a good game, because I don't mean to say that in a condescending way, but Mr. Munson has the ability to represent himself very well. My concern is with his insight as to what he's actually representing and where he really is.
Thank you.
Right off the bat, Prosecutor McDuffie, she was ready for this. She came in armed. She was ready. All right, let's hear it, defense. Let's hear it.
Anything else you'd like to say, Mr. Munson, before I impose sentence?
All right, no defense. Right to the defendant. All right, let's go.
Would saying anything make my sentence worse?
Potentially.
I'm sorry?
It could potentially. Could not. That's up to that depends on what you say.
Okay. In regards to all my underlying cases, I've thought about them in regards to, me having to be on these 2 tethers. I think about them often. I think about them in a way to where I do a lot of my own self-reflection, and I understand that there are a lot of probation terms that I need to do. I need to do all of these things that you guys have put on me. I understand that, and I understand the reasoning why. I am taking full responsibility for all of my underlying cases. However, in my efforts to what I do now, I feel that I wouldn't say deserved, but I feel that a consideration, a leniency should be considered. I've been baptized recently. I've been working. I'm getting into school. As my public defender said, I started making payments towards the armed awareness course. I'm also trying to make payments for the installments through 14B. I've been planning with my probation officer, and with that, I've also been in contact with my probation officer I would say almost every other day. Despite me having this detection of alcohol, I've made every single Scram Tether meetings with Brandon Casey, who is the Tether supervisor agent. Again, I can just reiterate that these past two detections, I have no clue how they might have happened. I haven't drank. In regards to I remember the case where you guys had to remind me about the open intoxicant in my vehicle. I still remain the case that it wasn't mine and it was my brother's. He was in the car with me at that time, but I understand that I have to take full responsibility because it was in my vehicle and in my cab. I just hope that I can be let some leniency here and able to prove you my efforts and in continuance of my efforts. I apologize for blotching my words and sentences, but I am a bit nervous right now.
I understand why you would be nervous, sir. And you've always spoken very well and you articulate well. So that's not something you need to apologize for.
Yeah, he did a great job. He really did. If the average defendant came in and said that, instead of, trying to blame other people or, whatever it is, excuses they make, he didn't make excuses. He did a really good job, but he's out of chances. He's out of chances.
Thank you.
The problem is that in being in this role, one of the things I do is get to listen very closely to how the Scram Tether works and when a violation occurs and whether it is considered a drinking event or not is a very strenuous process that they use for the Scram Tether. And we went through this last time. And I hear you saying that you deny it then and you deny it now.
Yes.
But the evidence points to the fact that you are actually drinking.
I'm sorry, may I say something else, Your Honor?
Please don't, Mr. Munson. I don't think it's going to help.
Okay.
It is the sentence of this court that you serve 5 days in the Washtenaw County Jail. Continued on your probation, and you'll do a review in 60 days.
Thank you, Your Honor. Yep.
See, even right there. Thank you for the jail time. He got 5 days. He had a technical violation, I believe. So I think the max he can get is 5 days on that. But this guy really needs to focus on his life. Hopefully he gets it together. Because just by the way he's speaking, you can tell that he's intelligent. He can do it. So hopefully he gets into school, quits whatever is causing him to be in the courts, and gets his life together. So I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that he does, and hopefully the 5 days in jail actually sparks some fire under his ass. All right, I think we're going on to the next case now. Oh, we're gonna watch him get arrested real quick.
Can I send a text out real quick?
He even wore a suit.
That review will be on May 13th, 2024 at 10 a.m.
All right. Next guy's charming. He's not as well spoken, but he's charming. And I'm not gonna say it's fun because he's in court, right? But these are the kind of court cases I like watching because I'm always smiling, listening to stories. All right, let's go. No more talking. Let's go.
Versus Drageri Smith, case number 20S00463, as well as 22S410925.
Personally, Deputy for the people.
Assistant Public Defender Sandra White on behalf of Gary Smith.
Hello,
Please state your name, sir.
my name is Gary Smith.
Thank you. All right. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
All right.
You rocking that hair. You rocking that hair.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
All right.
All right, he almost got a smile out of McDuffie already. He's already killing it. He really is.
Mr. Smith, why are you still suspended, sir?
Okay. I talked to a police officer the other day. He looked it up in the computer and said that only thing that was holding my license was the Ypsilanti thing. So I took them $100 and got cleared up with them. I go to Secretary of State and tell the lady I want to reapply for my license or renew my license. And she says, okay. So she said, oh, wow, you don't have to take a test. So she said, give me $10 and step in front of the camera. So I did all that. And when I got the mail, I'm driving. I'm thinking I got license now, right? And when I get home the other day, Sunday, and I checked my P.O. box, and the letter was in there, and I told my wife, I said, open this for me while I'm driving. And she opened it, and she said, Greg, what would you expecting? I said, driver's license. She said, no, it's a state ID.
All right. Already. He just admitted to driving without a license. There's a difference between driving knowingly that you don't have a license and then driving unknowingly, which is weird. I think it's weird that they that there's actually two different levels of driving without a license. If you don't know you don't have a license and you're driving, the court looks at it differently than if you know. But that's weird. At least that's in the state of Ohio. I don't know if that's the same as Michigan. But no, you just admitted to that.
So I went back, and they told me that I had to go back to the court. So I came back up there to the court and talked to the lady behind the glass, and she, what did she do? She gave me a paper with, no, the Secretary of State lady gave me a paper with the court, and it said something about, the court told me that it was a civil suit holding my license, and that's the one in Texas for $6,000. And I've been trying to get in touch with, I called her yesterday, and she didn't answer the call. I'm going to text her next and email her, and I can have proof of that. If
And you've been
that's
knowing
something
that's been going on since May, in May of 23, May
Yeah.
2023. We talked about that's over a year ago. We talked about this.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I need help, Your Honor. I have no idea how to get in touch with this attorney.
Mr. Smith said that it's his understanding that once he makes payment arrangements with this attorney, then they will
I
release.
know.
the
I
lien
told
on his
him
license.
that a year
Okay.
ago, and I'm tired.
I can't get in touch with her. I left a message yesterday saying that I could give her $500 a month. Because evidently the $100 I sent to her wasn't enough.
That is a substantial payment, especially, I mean, he said he owes $6,000, $500 a month. He'll have that paid off in a year. They will accept that. They will accept $100. $100 would at least probably cover the interest and at least go towards a little bit of the principal. So they probably would accept that too. So I don't necessarily believe this guy's story, especially since, it was a year ago where he was saying the same thing, but he's saying the right things. He really is.
And she won't take none of my calls. I'm going to try to call her from a different number.
All right, Mr. Gary.
All right, I take that back. I take back saying the right things. I'm gonna try calling her from a different number. Yeah, that wasn't needed. She's not ignoring your phone calls. You said you called her yesterday. She's an attorney. She might not get back to you for a week. Relax, buddy. You shouldn't have waited until the day before your court hearing to try to call the attorney that you said you were going to call a year ago. Kind of on you, man. Kind of on you. You're lucky you're likable.
Smith, thank you for
Mhm.
all of that. Miss
Thank you.
McDuffie, where are you with this at this time?
Well, I'm not even sure after all that. It looks like this is just not going to be resolved in this way. With him getting his license restored. And I'm just taking a look. Mr. Smith's other case, I think he has a review or something on, it was an underlying OWI base charge. So I don't know if that is anything holding him or just this other civil issue.
What do you mean the review? Is that in 1482? Is that what you're talking about?
No, he had a case with us, 20S 00463 that is also
Oh,
up for.
yes, that is up for review today. That is for payment.
Okay, so there's nothing related to that. That's
No.
affecting his. Okay.
No, the only things affecting him are this judgment, which has been there forever since 21. We talked about it in 23, and his 14A2 case, which still has him suspended. So I'm not sure why he's saying that.
Yeah.
He
A2 case. What's that?
It's the Ypsilanti case out of 14A2.
Well, I've just paid them folks off. Why would that be holding me still?
You said you took them $100. You gave them some money towards it. That's not paying it off.
No. They told me I had 100 left, and I paid that.
Okay, Mr. Smith, let me ask you to just hold on for a second.
Okay, I'm sorry.
The bottom line for me is that I don't have any offers because Mr. Smith has a pending DWLS case in 14A1 with an offense date of February 19th, just a month ago. So you know how I feel about people who continue to reoffend.
Mm-hmm.
He said, mm-hmm. And he just admitted to driving again on the record. Come on. Defense Attorney White, step up. Don't stop letting him talk. Miss McDuffie, we all love Miss McDuffie. She's a beautiful attorney who has a smile that will make anyone else smile. But she is hard. And she listened and she heard that. Come on, Defense Attorney White. Don't let him talk anymore. We like him. We want him to do better. We want him to win this.
All right. So, Miss White, what I'm hearing Miss McDuffie say is that there won't be any offers on this case because he was continuing to drive and has picked up another case while he was on bond on this case. So, do you need an opportunity to speak to your client about what all that means for him?
Yes, I do, Your Honor. I do believe the case with the interpreter is mine also, though.
Okay. All right. Do you want to, I will, Mr. Dragari, you're gonna have to wait a minute while your attorney finishes up something with us here, and then I'll put you in a breakout room, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Assistant Public Defender.
All right, fast forwarding to the conclusion of his hearing. Yeah, this part's the boring court stuff that, but if I start the hearing, I got to finish it. So we don't see his charm in this half of it, but we get to see how it gets resolved. All right, let's go. There's still like 8 minutes left, so I'm gonna have to pause it one more time. For all you haters out there, got to pause it one more time. All right, let's go.
Under Sandra White on behalf of DeGary Smith.
All right, Mr. Jagary Smith, please state your name again.
DeGary Smith.
All right, Ms. White, where are we with this, please?
Mr. Smith has decided to plead guilty to the charge.
All right. Mr. Dragari Smith, it's my understanding you're going to be pleading guilty as charged in ticket number 22S 4109245, which is for driving while license suspended. That is a misdemeanor carrying a maximum penalty of up to 93 days and or $500 fine. Is that correct, sir?
Yes.
Please raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
I do.
Thank you. You may lower your hand. I'm going to go over some rights you have that you're going to be giving up by entering into this plea. Please stop me if you have any questions or if you need to speak with your attorney again. You have the right to have a trial by a jury, at which time you can call witnesses to speak for you. You can get an order signed by this court to require that those witnesses come to court. You have the right to see, hear, and question any and all witnesses that are called against you, and you have the right to be a witness for yourself, or you could choose to remain silent. If you did choose to remain silent, the prosecutor could not comment on that. In addition to that, you have the right to be presumed innocent unless proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand all those rights, sir?
Yes, I do.
You understand you're going to be giving up all those rights and you're not going to be having a trial of any sort?
Yes, I do.
Do you also understand that there's no automatic right to appeal this decision? So in all likelihood, the decision you're making is going to stick with you.
It comes with points, doesn't it?
It does. And it suspends your license further.
I can't get them back. All right, let's do it.
Okay. All right. So the answer is yes, you understand that there's no automatic right to appeal this decision, and so it's likely to stick with you?
Yes, I do.
Okay. If you were on probation, parole, or bond when you got this offense, and you still are from 2020, which is doubtful, you could be in violation of that probation, parole, or bond. Were you on any that you're still on now?
No, not that I know of.
All right. In addition to that, sir, if you are not a U.S. citizen, you could have immigration consequences, but you are a U.S. citizen, right?
Right.
All right. So to the charge of driving while license suspended, how do you plead, sir?
Guilty.
Has anyone promised you anything to get you to plead guilty, sir?
No.
Anyone threaten you in any way, shape, or form?
No.
All right. So on August the 18th of 2000, wait, I gave you the wrong date. Let's go back. I was looking at the wrong file. Ms. McDuffie didn't correct me. The date of this offense was August the 18th of 2022.
How dare you, Miss McDuffie not correct her. She was checking her phone. We heard the buzzing. She was looking down at her phone, probably making dinner plans. Anyways, I hope you guys are all having a great Easter. I will be going live tonight, 8 o'clock, as usual, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as per usual. And I will announce now, I've got a special guest on panel tonight, and I am very much looking forward to it. So hopefully I will see you guys there. And hopefully you guys have a great Easter. Enjoy your day with your family, your friends, whoever you're hanging out with. Hopefully you guys have a great meal and relax today. Yeah. Enjoy the holiday. Until next time. Bye.
Were you on probation, parole, or bond that you still are on for that date?
Not that I know of, no.
Okay. So now having said that, on August 18th of 2022, were you operating a motor vehicle at the vicinity of South Huron River Drive and Spinnaker Way?
When was that?
August 18th of 2022.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
You were?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. All right. And at the time you were operating that motor vehicle, were your license suspended, sir?
Yes.
All right. I find that there's a factual basis for the plea that's been willingly and knowingly made. Are you satisfied, Ms. McDuffie?
Yes, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Your Honor.
All right. Are we requesting immediate sentencing?
Yes, please.
Any objection?
No objection.
All right. Anything you want to say on behalf of your client?
I know, Your Honor.
Ms. McDuffie, anything from you?
Sir, please stop driving on this license until you get it back. That's all. I
I
mean,
will. I will.
So it does impact your license, sir, and I don't know. We could be in a different place if you just stop driving on your license.
Right. Wow.
All right. So having said all that, sir, is there anything you want to say before I sentence you?
No,
All right.
thank you.
You already owe us money on the other tickets, and you have quite a few things to get under control. I'm gonna give you a fine in this case of $225. So are you needing to set up a payment plan?
Yes. I'm set up already for how much a month?
Let me see here. You're supposed to be paying $100 every month.
Okay. Can I add 50 to that to take care of this every month?
You can. I'm
Can I
going
do that? Yeah.
Well, you can. What I will do is I'm gonna leave it at the 100. You put your extra 100. You put your extra 50 or whatever you want to put on it, so it can be
Okay.
done. Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. And let's see. You're supposed to be making that on the 3rd of each month.
Right.
So I'll see you back here on July 9th and see if you're making these payments that you just told me you're gonna make. By that time, you should be almost done, or you should. I don't know what the outstanding is on the other ones, but you should be getting close to being done. July 9th, 2024 at 10 a.m., sir, is when I'll see you next. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. See you soon. Have a good day.
You too.